Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is the Commissioner's Corner for Week 3 of the Delmarva Football League using Fast Drive Football right there, Al Wilson. And thank you for joining in. Thought we would go over our league, recap games from Week 3, and show you what's coming up for Week 4. So without any further ado, wah! Bam, 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 bam. And a bam. Said bam. There we go. All right, guys. Delmarva Football League. We are through 3 weeks, and one thing during Game of the Week, I was saying Rehoboth Beach was undefeated. However, they were 1-1. Made a mistake on that. Oh well. Not like I've ever made a mistake before. However, we have our standings there in the Chesapeake Division. Easton with that 50-0 shellacking over Ocean City. 2-1 steps up from a 500 club. They've got 109 points scored and 34 against, +1 on the turnover ratio. Easton with a huge game, the first real standout game like that. Chestertown is 2-1, as well as Pocomoke City. They're in the Chesapeake Division, both scoring over 90 points, over 30 points a game. Good offenses there. Cape Charles and Onancock are 1-2 at the end of Week 3, and the Cambridge Bridgers are 0-3. They've only scored 50 points. They've turned over 2 more than they have taken. You go to the Delaware Division, and you got 4 teams handling a 2-1 record there. Salisbury Arbiters, the Dover Senators, Rehoboth Beach Walkers, and the Ocean City Surf. The top 3 of those teams scoring pretty usual. Ocean City, a lackluster offense, but they did this week. Yes, they lost that big loss to Easton. So 0 points scored. So that's 23.5 points a game. Not too shabby, but Easton just set them back on their heels, and a -3 on the turnover giveaway takeaway. But Ocean City 2-1. Little setback there. Georgetown and Newark 1-2. Newark won their first game. That memorable 1-point game against the Chestertown Geese. I mean, we'll go over that here shortly. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to go over it now. In the order that they were played, Dover 36 over Cambridge as the Senators hosted the Bridgers. It was 13-3 after the first quarter. There were a lot of missed extra points and junk on this. Did not know if anybody was going to win this game. But yeah, Dover 13 first quarter points. Following a touchdown run by their running back Dane Miata, and Martin Cox hit Ted Noel for a touchdown. Extra points split in the first quarter by Joey Galindo. Hit one, missed one. Chestertown scored a touchdown in the second quarter on a pass. However, 2 more passes by Martin Cox, and Dover had a 26-10 lead at the half. Seatown, the Geese, added a field goal in the third quarter and in the fourth. However, Dover scored 10 more in the fourth to pull away another Martin Cox pass in that quarter, and the final score was 13-16. Dover over Cambridge. Second game of the week, Cape Charles, Virginia. The Pointers, they traveled to Georgetown, Delaware to take on the, what did I call my Georgetown team? I don't remember. There's somebody. Jeez. I actually forgot the name of one of my teams. I'm a horrible commissioner. I really should feel bad about myself. I don't, but I really should. The Junction. Why? Weird name. Anyway, that was a low-scoring affair. Georgetown came out ahead 20-15. No scoring at all in the first period. Second quarter opened up with a safety. Georgetown gave up a safety, so Cape Charles scored first. Then Georgetown with a touchdown run. Cape with a field goal to close out the first half. 7-5 at that point. Third quarter, Georgetown opened up. Touchdown pass, touchdown run. Cape field goal in the third, and a Cape Charles touchdown in the fourth, but not enough to come back. Your final again, Georgetown Junction 20, Cape Charles Pointers 15. Next, we're going to travel north to Newark, Delaware. Where the Chestertown Geese flew north for the winner. I don't know. Anyway, that was a very well-fought game, a very close finish, as you can see right down there. However, let's go through it. No score in the first quarter, 7-0 at the end of the first half when Newark broke the score barrier with a touchdown pass with about 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Extra point made it 7-0 Newark. They got a field goal to open this third quarter, and Chestertown scored 10 more in the quarter, tied at 10. And then it went crazy. Newark with a touchdown pass and extra point for a 17-10 score. Chestertown with a field goal for a 17-13 score. Newark with a touchdown run, extra point no good for a 23-13 score. Chestertown field goal, 23-16. And a touchdown run as time expired, and their extra point kicker, 11-61. They rolled a 62 to miss the extra point and lose by 1. So that was a very, I wish I had recorded that one. That was a very good game. But Newark, the Northmen, come out on top and won their first game of the year, 23-22. Next, we go to that shellacking over in Ocean City, Maryland, where the Easton Sentinels went east. And they went all the way east, and they went east, and they went east, and they went east. Touchdown in the first on a run, touchdown in the first on a run, touchdown in the second on a pass, and on a pass, and on another pass. 35-0. And at that point, I'm changing touchdowns to field goals. So they had a field goal in the third, another field goal in the third. At that point, they're up 40-0. Another field goal in the fourth, and then a pick six. The only way they got a touchdown because the rules said they kind of had to. Extra point was good. Your final score over Ocean City, the Surf, losing horribly to the Sentinels, 50-0. We go to the fifth game, the fifth untelevised game of the week, where Pocomoke City went to Salisbury to take on the Arbiters. And Pocomoke City, the Rounders, because that's what I call them, and I remember that. The Rounders took on the Arbiters, and the Rounders won 33-23. Salisbury had a 10-7 lead at the end of the first quarter, but then Pocomoke City scored 16 in the second quarter, 2 touchdowns and a field goal, 1 missed extra point. Salisbury tried to tighten it up a little bit with 2 field goals in the third to make it 23-16, but and Salisbury actually scored to tie it up, 23-23. Pocomoke answered with a touchdown run and a drive later with a field goal to take the 10-point lead, 33-23, your final in that game. And then, of course, the game of the week between Onancock and Rehoboth Beach. And that was well played, and that came down to the wire. Onside kick went to Rehoboth Beach. Onancock really trying to make something happen in the waning seconds of that game. But a touchdown each in the first quarter, a touchdown each in the second quarter, and then in the third quarter, it just seemed like Dick Towers' team just could not make anything happen. Red Chamberlain had his walkers in full tilt. Mike Krause playing very well, completing passes, scoring touchdowns for the walkers. They had a field goal at the end of the third quarter and a touchdown to open up the fourth. Onancock answered with a touchdown in the waning seconds, tried an onside kick, and we're going to go for a desperation pass, but Rehoboth Beach fell on the onside kick, and the score ended up 24-21. Rehoboth Beach. And they went to 2-1. Week 4 schedule coming up. Cape Charles, Virginia is traveling to Pocomoke City, Maryland, as the Pointers are going to take on the Rounders. Onancock, Virginia, the Indians are going to host the Easton Sentinels. Newark, Delaware is going to be the site of where the Senators invade Northman country. And we'll see how that game goes. Fourth game is going to be Georgetown, Delaware. The Junction are going to travel just south and west over to Route 13 to take on the Arbiters. Ocean City Surf are going to go up Route 1 to Rehoboth Beach to take on the Walkers. And the game of the week is going to be in Chestertown, Maryland, as the Geese honk the Flying Wedge are going to play host to the Cambridge Bridgers, and hopefully Cambridge can work out their first win of the season. We shall see. Chestertown 2-1 is really looking to keep pace with Easton there in the Chesapeake Division. So guys, thank you very much. That was the Commissioner's Corner for the Delmarva Football League. And again, using Fast Drive Football by Al Wilson. Cool little diversion game, man. It's not as detailed as Strat or APBA or any of the others. It's not meant to be. It's a fun little side game, and I'm really enjoying it. Reason that this is put off instead of being done last week is after I uploaded Game of the Week and Commissioner's Corner for Week 2, the following day I got Scythe in the mail, board game, and I've been playing the junk out of it and enjoying it. Now I got to figure out how to get it to fit on this table so I can show it to you guys. But anyway, that is the Delmarva Football League for the third week of the season. We've got another 13 weeks to go. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Appreciate it always. Take care and keep on rolling.